Okay, so today we're having a quick look at the little drone that we use. Just want to point out a few things so that when you're watching the videos you can appreciate. It's a tiny little thing. It is not actually that much bigger than a packet of crisps. It's actually not that much heavier, 159 grams, than a pot of yogurt. It is 162 grams, so it's under normal circumstances we just control this from our phone. Okay, using this touch screen, you press this, it will take off.
Take off.
Okay, it's now flying in the kitchen. To control it, you have to use these sliders. Which is not great, because as you can see, my hands are covering a lot of the information that we've got here in the screen. So,
Landing.
the new way of controlling it is using this. Okay, so now we've got the phone mounted onto the remote, and as you can see, I'm using these to control the drone, and I'm no longer covering the information on the screen. I've got a radar down here, I've got height down here, distance up here, I've got the battery, shows me how much time I've got left. So when using this, we're not using the Bluetooth connection from the phone anymore. We're using a proper remote connection, and we can go a heck of a lot further, a heck of a lot higher, assuming that we are actually logged into my account. Over here we have record button to start the drone recording, and here we've got the little thing that moves the camera up and down, the gimbal. Okay, this is the first height test that I did. You see the height down in the bottom corner. We are legally limited to 120 meters, but I've chickened out at 75 and then gone up a little bit more. We are hitting 94 meters. This is when I simply sent it up to see what the weather was like. It says low visibility, fly with caution. So no point going out and filming anything. Okay, this is the first distance test that it did. Basically, I was filming the pools, the craters, for another video. You see the distance is down in the bottom corner. The funny little H that's bobbling about at the bottom is where the home point is, basically the point where the aircraft took off. That's very important when you're going 280 meters away. So swing back round to bring the drone back, and the home point is roughly where I am. To point that home point in the center of the screen and fly in that direction. Bring the drone overhead and then bring it down to land. That home point can also be automatically activated. You simply press return to home The drone
Return
will
to home.
spin around. It shows you a green tube, which is its planned flight path, and it returns to you automatically. You don't have to touch anything. If you want to speed it up, you can hit the throttle.
Landing.
It will come up above you and then drop down to land. Return to home will also kick in when you have a low battery, so it gets to a 2 minutes battery.
Battery level is low. Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds. Low battery. Return to home promptly. Return to home.
Again, it figures it out, shows you the flight path, and you just let it get on with it.
Landing.
Yes, you are. So this is the highest I ever got, 109 meters. Looking at the footage that I took. We got a strong wind warning, so up at 109 meters, it's pretty windy. Remember, it's the weight of a yogurt pot and it's getting blown about. It's telling you to drop the height to get out of the wind. So we drop a little bit of height. Another warning. You'll notice how twitchy this is. This is in normal mode. It's very, very twitchy until you get used to the new controller. If you want to get smooth footage, there's another mode that you can use. And that is called cinematic mode. The mode changes to C mode, and then all the controls are slowed down pretty much to the same speed that you get when you're using your phone app. You don't get any of the jerkiness, you get nice smooth tracking shots. Next thing to try is a speed test. So we're going to go back into normal mode. Home point automatically updates, normal mode is on. We can update the home point manually if we need to. I'll show you that in a minute. Watch the speed down in the bottom there. It's meters per second. Again, footage is jerky because we're now in normal mode. $200 meters out. Swing it back round again, line up the home point, and off we go. We're hitting about 8.1 meters per second, which is around 18 miles an hour, 18.3 miles an hour, something like that. Now I'm just swinging it around, using the battery up, getting used to the way it handles. Battery's getting low, so automatic home return is going to kick in any second. You'll notice that the home point is back at the end of the track where we took off. I don't want it to go back there. So I immediately stab cancel return to home. Bring up the update the home point and choose controller. The home point now moves to the controller position. Home point set successfully. And for some reason I just spiraled it down. Got a bit of spare footage now of some floods that I took a while back. This was filmed using the phone app, so it's nice and slow and steady. Haven't had a chance to use it yet. It wasn't relevant to what I was doing that day, so I thought I'd pop it on the end here. If you've got this far, then you probably were enjoying it. If you didn't get this far, you probably weren't enjoying it. So gives you a bit of an insight into the way the drone works. There's a few other things that it does that I haven't tried yet. There's a cruise control, there's a few other things on there. That's it for this time, and I'll see you next time.